The Brenner Corridor is a vital transport route stretching from Kufstein, Austria, via Innsbruck to Bolzano, Italy, connecting northern and southern Europe. On the 5th and 6th of November 2024, the second Alps stakeholders workshop of the Paratus project took place in Matrai am Brenner. Building on the initial one held in March 2023, the workshop focused on continuing the dialogue between scientists, practitioners, and local stakeholders on the management of natural and other hazards in the Brenner Corridor. The first day of the workshop began with a series of presentations that provided a multifaceted view of natural hazards in the Brenner region. These talks featured scientific experts and practitioners from different fields. The presentations were followed by an interactive exercise in which participants worked in small, specialized sectoral groups to discuss current and future climate scenarios. All groups agreed that future planning should pay more attention to multi-hazard interactions. Workshop participants also had the opportunity to try out the serious game developed for the Alpine case study of the Paratus project, where different roles were set in order to develop together new ideas for the area and to reflect on what different interest groups could be interested in. The presentation of the Disaster Risk Stakeholder Hub was an essential part of day one, before the day was concluded with some reception drinks. The second day of the workshop started with a presentation and discussion of guidelines about the actionable assessment of hazards interactions in compounding and cascading events, and the explanation of different modeling systems like fast flood, developed for the DRS Hub. On the second day, the workshop concluded with an excursion along the Brenner Corridor to explore hazardous sites, as well as the management of those. The tour started at the Austrian side at the Brenner Lake, where rockfall protection measures such as dams and reforestation protect several infrastructures. At the Italian side, the excursion was led by Volkmar Mayer. The first stop was at Sachsenklemme, where participants saw the damage caused by bark beetles to the protective forests and how this increases the risk of rockfall and mudslides to the main Brenner motorway, but also to the railway. In the Flörstal Valley, flood prevention measures such as reinforced riverbanks and raised bridges are reducing flooding and blockages. A particularly impressive stop was at the Flörsch Volunteer Fire Brigade, a building constructed from locally sourced rock from debris flows, illustrating how natural hazards can inspire innovative solutions and create unexpected opportunities, and serving as a protection measure at the same time. After 2 intensive days, one thing remains clear. Investigating and managing hazards is an ongoing process that requires constant adaptation. Dialogue and exchange between stakeholders from science, practice, and government is essential to improve existing strategies and prepare for future challenges.